Morning everyone. Now today we will continue with the laws of chemical combination as you have discussed and studied in grade 9 and 10 also. Chemical combination. What is it actually? As you know that the element or atom which exists in a diatomic state that considered as a gaseous state. When hydrogen reacts with chlorine, then it will form hydrochloric acid. Correct? So hydrochloric acid, now it is balanced. This is chemical combination. When we combine two or more than that, whether single chemical we are taking, it is either splitting, or one or two atoms or elements are combined to form one compound or more than that. These kind of reactions are called chemical combination. These are following some norms. So first law of conservation of mass, right? You have studied already. Law of constant, or you can say that definite. Constant means static, no variation in ratio. So law of constant or definite proportion. Law of conservation of mass, as you know that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed, remains same throughout the system. Clear? And constant proportion means its ratio becomes same. As we have taken the mass, here hydrogen we have taken, right? Its atomic number and atomic mass is 1. So here 2 hydrogens are present, so its total ratio is 2 grams. Here atomic mass is 1, here the atomic mass is 35.5 exactly, but we are taking in a simple number, in a whole number 35. So how many chlorine are present here? 2, right? So you can see that here we have taken mass number, here also mass number, and we multiply with the given number 2 grams here, so the ratio will be 70. So we will see that this is our left hand side, as we called reactants, the elements which are going to react, and this is right hand side, which is known as product. This is the resultant of reactants, means elements are reacted here, and this is the result that we get. Now we will see here hydrogen 1, clear? It is common. So here we are taking chlorine, 2 1 2, plus here we are taking 35, here 70. So right hand side is also 72 grams and left hand side is also 72 grams. So this is according to conservation of mass. Clear? This is the first law. Second, the law of constant or definite proportion. If here in the left hand side the hydrogen is 2 and chlorine is 2, and if we are taking in the right side, you just see that hydrogen is also 2 and chlorine is also 2. The reaction is balanced. Clear? We have studied this, but here is one more law of reciprocal proportion. Clear? Law of reciprocal proportion. So you have combined the reaction like this, but this kind of reaction you have seen first time. Suppose you have taken 3 elements, you will take the simplest form. Here is H2O, let me make, here is hydrogen sulfide we are taking, sulfur dioxide we are taking, we know that 2 hydrogen we have taken, and oxygen how many? If we talk about water, then 2 ratio 16, simplest is 1 ratio 8, and if we are taking hydrogen sulfide, right, here is 2 ratio 32, 16 we are taking, correct? We will talk about sulfur dioxide 32. Here we talk about if 32, then oxygen is having 16. We have taken 2, 32, 32. Then again we are getting 1. So see, 1:8. Here we are taking 1:16. We are taking 1:16 here, and here sulfur dioxide we have taken 1:1. It is 32. Its atomic mass is 16, but the given number is 2. So we multiply the atomic mass with the given number. Clear? Here is a given number which is given. So 16 into 2, it's 32. Right? So here is a ratio 1:1. So common ratio we have here also. Clear? The law of reciprocal proportion means the law of equivalent proportion. When two different elements combine separately with a fixed mass of a third element, the ratio in which they do so will be the same. See, they are same 1/1, or some simple multiple of the ratio in which they combine with each other. So this is all about your law of chemical combination, right? In this way you will calculate the law of chemical combination reactions.